Apple. The name alone conjures images of sleek design, cutting-edge technology, and a brand loyalty that borders on the fanatical. The iPhone redefined the mobile phone industry. The App Store unleashed a wave of creativity. With over 1.5 billion active devices worldwide, Apple's products have become ubiquitous. But as we move further into the 21st century, Apple faces new challenges and opportunities. Apple rakes in over $400 billion in annual revenue. This balanced approach is key to Apple's financial stability. Apple reigns supreme in profitability. With gross margins consistently above 40%, Apple demonstrates an uncanny ability to squeeze profits from its products and services. Apple has a cash reserve of over $160 billion. This cash gives Apple the firepower to return value to its shareholders. Apple's commitment to rewarding its shareholders is evident in its dividend policy. It also engages in massive stock buyback programs. Over the past decade, Apple has returned $500 billion to shareholders. The iPhone is Apple's crown jewel, accounting for over 50% of its total revenue. Mac computers have experienced a resurgence thanks to Apple's M-series chips. The iPad maintains its market leadership with sleek hardware and intuitive software. Apple's cohesive ecosystem keeps customers coming back for more. Apple has been strategically shifting its focus towards its services segment. The App Store, Apple Music, iCloud, and Apple TV Plus are rapidly becoming significant revenue drivers. This strategic shift provides a more stable income stream. It also strengthens customer loyalty by further integrating them into the Apple ecosystem. The real genius of Apple's business model lies in its ecosystem. iPhones, Macs, iPads, Apple Watches, and AirPods are all designed to work together seamlessly. Apple's services, like iCloud and Apple Music, are deeply integrated with its devices. This ecosystem loyalty leads to high customer retention rates and recurring revenue streams. Apple is a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of innovation and design. The Apple logo is instantly recognizable around the world. Apple products are often seen as aspirational, a symbol of status and taste. This brand loyalty is the result of decades of meticulous cultivation. Apple commands premium prices for its products. This pricing power is a testament to the perceived value of the Apple brand. It allows the company to generate higher margins than its competitors. With over 1.5 billion active devices worldwide, Apple has a truly global reach. Emerging markets represent a significant opportunity for Apple. Apple faces increased scrutiny from regulators over its market dominance. It also must navigate the complexities of operating in a world of geopolitical tensions. At the heart of Apple's enduring success lies a deep-seated commitment to innovation. From the first Macintosh to the iPhone, Apple has consistently disrupted industries. Apple's services ecosystem, including Apple Music and iCloud, has further cemented its position as a tech giant. This relentless pursuit of innovation is embedded in Apple's DNA. A chip off the old block, Apple Silicon, and the future of computing. One of the most significant examples of Apple's recent innovation is its development of Apple Silicon, a family of powerful and energy-efficient processors designed specifically for its devices. This bold move, which began with the introduction of the M1 chip in 2020, marked a significant shift away from Apple's reliance on third-party chip makers like Intel, and signaled its ambition to control the entire hardware and software stack of its products. The results have been nothing short of remarkable. The M1 chip and its successors, the M1 Pro, M1 Max, and M2, have delivered a staggering leap in performance and battery life for Macs, making them serious contenders in the PC market once again. The chip's ability to handle demanding tasks like video editing, 3D rendering, and machine learning workloads with ease has challenged the long-held dominance of Intel and AMD in the processor market. But Apple's chip ambitions extend far beyond the Mac. The company has also integrated its custom-designed chips into its iPhones and iPads, delivering significant performance and efficiency gains for mobile gaming, augmented reality applications, and other demanding tasks. This tight integration of hardware and software allows Apple to optimize its devices for performance, battery life, and thermal efficiency in ways that were previously impossible when relying on third-party chips. Beyond reality, Apple's big bet on AI, Arkansas, and the metaverse. Looking ahead, Apple is placing major bets on artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and the burgeoning metaverse as key areas for future innovation. The company has been quietly building up its AI capabilities for years, integrating machine learning algorithms into its software and services to enhance user experiences, from Siri's voice recognition to the iPhone's computational photography. In the realm of AR, Apple is leveraging its hardware and software expertise to create immersive and interactive experiences that blend the digital and physical worlds. The company's ARKit platform allows developers to create AR apps for iPhones and iPads, while its rumored AR headset is expected to further blur the lines between reality and the digital realm. This push into AR aligns with Apple's history of creating intuitive and user-friendly devices, potentially positioning it as a leader in the next generation of computing platforms. The metaverse, a persistent and shared virtual world that is often touted as the next evolution of the internet, also presents a significant opportunity for Apple. While the company has been relatively quiet about its metaverse ambitions, its investments in AR, VR, and wearable technology suggest that it is well-positioned to capitalize on this emerging trend. Whether it's through developing its own metaverse platform or creating devices and experiences that integrate with existing platforms, Apple is likely to play a significant role in shaping the future of how we interact with virtual worlds. Apple's immense size and global reach, while a testament to its success, also make it a prime target for regulatory scrutiny. Governments and regulatory bodies around the world are increasingly concerned about the power of big tech, and Apple, with its dominant market share in smartphones, app stores, and other key segments, is often caught in the crosshairs. Antitrust investigations, particularly in the European Union, have dogged Apple for years, focusing on its App Store policies, its control over the iOS operating system, and its alleged anti-competitive practices. These investigations carry the potential for hefty fines, restrictions on Apple's business practices, and damage to its reputation, even if the company ultimately prevails in court. Navigating this complex and ever-changing regulatory landscape is a significant challenge for Apple, requiring it to balance its business interests with the demands of governments and the concerns of consumers. Beyond antitrust concerns, Apple also faces scrutiny over its data privacy practices, its environmental impact, and its labor practices in its supply chain. As a global corporate citizen, Apple is held to high standards by consumers, investors, and advocacy groups, and any missteps in these areas can lead to negative publicity, boycotts, and reputational damage. Apple has taken steps to address these concerns, such as strengthening its privacy policies, investing in renewable energy, and working to improve working conditions in its supply chain, but it must remain vigilant and proactive to maintain public trust and avoid potential pitfalls. The iPhone is undoubtedly Apple's most important product, the engine that drives its revenue and profits. However, this dependence on a single product, while a testament to its success, also poses a significant risk. Should demand for iPhones decline, whether due to increased competition, economic downturns, or changing consumer preferences, Apple's overall financial performance would be significantly impacted. This dependence on the iPhone also creates a constant pressure to innovate, to release new models with compelling features that entice consumers to upgrade year after year. While Apple has consistently delivered on this front, maintaining this pace of innovation is a daunting task, and any misstep could allow competitors to gain ground. Moreover, the smartphone market is maturing, with growth slowing in developed markets, making it increasingly challenging for Apple to maintain its high growth rates. To mitigate this risk, Apple has been strategically diversifying its revenue streams, investing heavily in its services segment, which includes the App Store, Apple Music, iCloud, and other subscription-based services. These services provide a more consistent and predictable revenue stream than hardware sales, and they also strengthen customer loyalty by locking users into the Apple ecosystem. While the iPhone is likely to remain Apple's flagship product for the foreseeable future, its growing services business provides a valuable hedge against the risks inherent in relying on a single product line. China is a critical market for Apple, both as a source of revenue and as a manufacturing hub. However, this dependence on China also exposes Apple to significant geopolitical risks and supply chain vulnerabilities. Trade tensions between the United States and China, coupled with political instability in the region, could disrupt Apple's operations, increase costs, and impact its ability to sell products in this crucial market. Apple's reliance on Chinese manufacturing partners also raises concerns about supply chain disruptions. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the fragility of global supply chains, as lockdowns and factory closures in China led to delays and shortages of Apple products. Moreover, Apple has faced criticism over labor practices in its Chinese factories, putting pressure on the company to ensure ethical sourcing and fair working conditions throughout its supply chain. To mitigate these risks, Apple has been gradually diversifying its manufacturing base, shifting some production to other countries like India and Vietnam. However, replicating the scale and efficiency of Apple's Chinese operations elsewhere is a complex and costly undertaking, and it will likely take years to achieve a significant shift. In the meantime, Apple must carefully navigate the geopolitical complexities of its relationship with China while working to enhance the resilience and ethical standards of its global supply chain. So, after this deep dive into Apple's financials, its product ecosystem, its brand power, its innovation engine, and even the risks it faces, the question remains, is Apple stock still worth the hype? Is it a buy, a hold, or maybe even a sell? Well, like any investment decision, it depends. It depends on your individual investment goals, your risk tolerance, and your assessment of Apple's future prospects. But one thing is clear. Apple possesses a unique combination of strengths that make it a compelling investment for those seeking long-term growth and stability. Its resilient business model, with its balanced approach between hardware and services, provides a level of diversification that few tech companies can match. Its recurring revenue streams from its growing subscriber base offer a degree of predictability and stability that investors crave. And its track record of returning value to shareholders through dividends and buybacks demonstrates its commitment to rewarding long-term investors. But past performance is no guarantee of future results, as any seasoned investor knows. The tech landscape is constantly evolving, and Apple must continue to innovate, adapt, and navigate a complex web of challenges to maintain its position at the top. The smartphone market, while still lucrative, is showing signs of maturity. Competition is fierce, and Apple must continue to push the boundaries of what's possible with the iPhone to justify its premium pricing and fend off rivals. Its expansion into services is a step in the right direction, but it faces formidable competitors in this arena as well. Apple's foray into new markets like AR, VR, and the metaverse holds immense promise but also carries significant risk. These are still early days for these technologies, and it remains to be seen whether Apple can translate its hardware and software prowess into dominance in these emerging fields. And then there are the ongoing regulatory challenges, the geopolitical risks, and the supply chain vulnerabilities that could disrupt Apple's operations and impact its bottom line. But if history is any guide, Apple has a knack for defying expectations, for proving doubters wrong, and for emerging from challenges stronger than before. Whether it's through groundbreaking new products, strategic acquisitions, or simply by continuing to execute its current strategy with precision and focus, Apple has the resources, the talent, and the brand power to remain a dominant force in the tech industry for years to come. The future of Apple, much like the technologies it creates, is full of possibilities. And that's what makes it such an exciting company to watch and potentially to invest in.